in Sukhasana today, easy seated pose. I'm just taking a moment here to just begin our practice by settling into the space around you, really feeling into the sit bones, the support beneath you, and just taking a couple of cleansing breaths in through the nose. Exhaling, sighing out and out. And again, in through the nose. And exhale, release. And then just let the breath settle and flow naturally, however it's landing today. Today's practice is our little break week between our two Reiki principle themes. So this week, I thought it would be nice with Beltane being today, celebration of springtime, the middle time between spring equinox and summer solstice. So it's just this halfway point, and it's a really good opportunity for us to find balance between our inner world and our outer world. And there's so much buzzy spring energy of wanting to do things and go places that this week is really just an invite for us to just pause and take time to tend to our inner garden, our inner landscape. So just scanning through the body here from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. So just starting at the top of the head and maybe just envisioning just a wave of relaxation, just washing over the body, washing over the head, coming down to the jaw, and just letting that relax and ease any tension. Let the shoulders drop down away from the ears. Let the heart soften, the belly, hips, knees, feet. And even just imagine maybe the earth beneath you being soft, whatever that looks like to you. Maybe it's sand, maybe it's grass, some other material. And just noticing how even softness can support you. It's so easy for us to be in a very outward, masculine, hard energy sometimes, forceful energy. Seeing if we can open up today and just allow the space within us to grow and to be soft and gentle, and to find some balance here between everything that's happening in our outside world and everything within. We'll begin with just some gentle circles, just moving the body forward to the side and back, just gently rolling through, beginning to just kind of create a little bit of movement in the body, the hips, maybe circling around the other way. Maybe dropping this into more of a seated cat-cow circle with rounding the spine as we come back and as we come forward, lifting our gaze a little and opening the heart. Exhale, coming back and rounding through the shoulders. Inhale, opening up, arching a little as we come forward. Just connecting with the breath, switching directions this time, exhaling as we come back, taking those rounded shoulders, coming forward, inhaling, opening the heart center. Couple of rounds here. We'll come back through center, growing through the spine. Bring the left fingertips to the mat. Just bending the arm a little. We're just leaning over to the left, placing the right hand on the inner thigh, just pushing that thigh down. Left ear comes towards the left shoulder, and as you push down on that thigh, just leaning over to the left a little more, really feeling that stretch in the side body and the side of the neck, just letting your head hang heavy here, letting go of any tension in the neck. Really root the right hip down. You can walk the fingers out a little farther if you want. And we'll inhale and sweep the right arm up and over, reaching towards the side of the room. If someone's pulling on your fingers, we're still pressing the hip down. Then on the inhale, we're going to cactus that arm, so bringing a little bend here, and then opening up, drawing the right shoulder back, just opening up through the front side of the shoulder. Just breathing into that space. Inhale, reaching the arm back out, extending again. And then on your next inhale, sweeping all the way up, we'll come to the other side. We're pausing in the middle for a moment, just noticing how that tiny little bit of movement has opened up some of this right side of the body. Just any sensations that you're feeling here. Maybe it just feels a little less tense by 2%. And that's a win for today. And we'll move to the opposite side. So reaching the right fingertips out to the mat, placing the left hand on the inside of the left thigh or at that left knee. Pressing in, beginning to lead over to the right. Drawing the left shoulder down away from the ear. Right ear comes to the right shoulder, towards it. Sinking down in the left hip. Walking the fingers out a little further. Sweep the left arm up and over, reaching towards the side of the room. Letting the head and neck just rest here. Sink the left hip down even further. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus the arm, opening up, turning a little more towards the sky. Just opening up the front side of the shoulder. Breathing here into that space. Inhale, reaching back over, lengthening the arm. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come all the way back up through center. Let's bring the soles of the feet together in a butterfly or Baddha Konasana, lengthening through the crown, and then walking the hands out in front. And just letting the spine around here and the head to hang heavy for just a moment. Just breathing through the back side, the heart space, through the lower back, the mid back. Maybe just asking yourself here, is there something that is in need of tending to? Is there some part that needs to be tended to within you, within your inner garden? Last. We'll meet in tabletop. So if you'd like some cushion for your knees during this portion of the practice, I encourage it. Then in tabletop, our knees are stuck under the hips, wrists under the shoulders, tops of the feet, and palms pressed into the earth. On an inhale, drop the belly, heart center comes forward, tailbone rises, gaze comes forward. Exhale, press into the earth from the tops of the feet and the palms, rounding the spine, tuck the tailbone. Gaze comes towards your navel. Inhale, drop into cow, dropping the belly, opening up through the lower back as the tailbone rises. Exhale, rounding into cat, tucking in, turning inwards. Move through these at your own pace, just connecting your breath with the movement at whatever pace feels good to you here. Taking time as we come into cow and our gaze is outwards, just thinking about our outer world and inner world as we turn into cats. And our gaze turns towards our center, towards our navel. Finding balance, maybe an even breath count here, just balancing the inner and outer energy. Three more rounds. Coming back to a neutral tabletop, finding a child's pose, bringing the big toes together, knees towards the edges of the mat, sink the hips down towards the heels. And we'll walk the hands out towards the front of the mat. Stay up on the fingertips here, lengthening through the spine and then letting the forehead rest on the mat or on a block or bolster if you'd like. Keeping the arms lifted here for just a couple of moments. Really just stretching into the shoulders, maybe even pushing into the fingertips, gently sending the hips a little further down. Go ahead and let the arms rest. Taking about a minute here just to really ground down through the hips. Think about the hips just sinking a little further with each breath. Each inhale, just feeling that energy from our root traveling up the spine to the crown of our head. And then exhaling back down, finding a sense of release, of letting go, maybe some external circumstances that are out of our control, and really just surrendering here. Bring your gaze towards your fingertips, and we'll walk the hands back. Come back into tabletop. Extend the right leg out behind you, tuck the toes, send the hips back a little, just stretching through the right leg. And same on the other side. Right leg comes forward, left toes come back and tuck. Send the hips back. And we'll come back into tabletop. We'll just take some hip circles here. So shifting our weight over to the left a little, draw the right knee up and just out to the side and back, just kind of making some gentle circles with the knee, opening up that hip a little. And drop the right knee back down. Same thing on the left side. Shift the weight to the right. Pick up that left knee. And just begin to make some circles here. Opening up the hip. Just noticing one side feels a little more open than the other. And back to tabletop. Step the right foot forward or walk the right foot forward to come to the outside of the hands. You can come up onto blocks here if you'd like as well, on either side of that foot. And then we're going to swing the left ankle around. So your left ankle will come towards the right edge of the mat. And then we're just going to think about sending the hips back a little. Just stretching in here. If you don't feel a lot of sensation there, coming down, Bringing the hands on the inside and sending that right hip back. So whatever's good for you today. If you want to stay up on the blocks, you can if you're feeling a little stretch in the outside of that right hip, or bringing the hands to the mat. We're just going to breathe here for about 10 breaths, just feeling into a little bit of a different feeling in our hip here with this stretch, more of the outer edge. And we'll swing the back leg back to where we started, bringing the left ankle back to the left side of the mat. Walk the hands out towards the front a little and bring the right foot through towards the left wrist, coming into pigeon pose. You can place a block underneath the right hip here. Make any adjustments that you'd like to make. The ankle can be closer in towards the groin, or it can be more parallel to the edge of the mat, to the top of the mat. You can stay up on the hands here just as we start. Just taking a moment. You could also have a block or the bolster in front as well. And then we'll bring our right hand to the back of the head. So we have our elbow out, arm bent, open here. Exhale, we're just going to come down towards the mat. You don't have to tap the elbow, but you can if you want. Inhaling, opening up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. 2 more. Last one. And dropping that hand down, or you can come down to the forearms if you would like. You want to deepen it just a little. We won't be here as long as we are in a yin pose, but we'll be here for about 30 seconds. Just breathe into those sensations that are arising. Maybe it's in the shoulders, even just holding ourselves up. Maybe it's in the arms, or maybe it's in the hip. And if you're sitting on a block, if you come down to the forearms, you can come up onto the hands. You can release that block and let the right hip drop down to the mat. Swing the left leg forward and bring the right knee up. So we're in this preparation for a seated twist. So I don't always like to bring my elbow to the outside of the knee. For me, I'm hypermobile, and so it's not really comfortable for my elbow. So as we inhale here, reaching up, lengthening, and then we'll twist over to the right, but I'm going to hook my left arm under and grab onto the outside of my right thigh, and then place my right fingertips behind me for support. Lengthen on the inhale, and on the exhale, just open up to the right a little. Beautiful. Breathing here in this twist. We won't be here very long. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, unwind, unhooking that arm. Let the right knee fall to the mat or towards the floor. And you can place a block underneath the right knee as well. And we'll lengthen again through the spine and then walk the hands out, just folding over that front leg. Again, rounding the spine, rounding through the shoulders. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Inhale, walking the hands back. Remove your block if you'd like, if you've used one. Then we'll kick that left leg back and we'll just come back to tabletop. Taking that same sequence on the opposite side. So from tabletop, we'll walk the left foot forward to meet the hands. Using blocks if desired. Kick the right ankle towards the left side of the mat. And think about sending the hips back. Not too much, we're just gently moving into where we feel a little bit of sensation in the outside of the hip. We don't want to go back super fast, just slowly sending them back. Pausing when we begin to feel that stretch. Breathing into the hip. Swing the right ankle back over parallel to the right side of the mat. Walk the hands out towards the front. Bring the left foot through. And finding pigeon on the left side. Coming down to a block if you'd like. Staying up on the hands. Just taking a couple of breaths here, making sure our hips are pretty even or squared towards the front of the mat, that we have the support we need beneath our hip if we'd like some. And then bringing the left hand to the back of the head. And on the inhale, thinking about opening up a little, exhale down. Tap the elbow. Inhale up, opening through the side. Exhale down. Inhale, coming up. Right or left shoulder opening. Exhale down. 2 more. Last one. You can stay on the hands or come down to the forearms if you'd like. Resting in pigeon. Just taking some time here. If you hear the drilling in the background, let it be an invitation for you to just go in a little deeper. And if you're down on the forearms, walking it back, removing that block, let the left hip come down to the mat, right leg swings around, left knee comes up, left foot plants. We'll reach the right arm up, lengthening, and then feeding that arm through, grabbing onto the outside of the left thigh. Reaching up, lengthening on the inhale, exhale, bringing left fingertips to the mat as we twist and open up here. Each inhale, thinking about reaching through the crown. Each exhale, rooting down through the sit bones. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slowly unwind, unhooking that arm, letting the left knee come down to a block or down to the floor. Line your hips up, square them to the front of the mat, lengthen through the crown. Walk the hands out and just fold over, turning inwards. Sometimes we have to just trust the seeds that we've planted. It's difficult this time of year. We want to see all the growth. We want things to happen now. But it's really important for us to just create space for everything that we've been manifesting or trying to bring into our life, everything that we're setting intention for, to have the time to grow. So our affirmation for this month is, or for this week, is I trust in divine timing and create space for growth. I trust in divine timing and create space for growth. Inhale, slowly walking the hands back all the way up. And we'll move on to our backs. So laying down. We'll start with the knees bent, feet hip distance apart. We'll just take some windshield wiper motions with the knees back and forth. We've done a lot of deep hip stuff here, so let's just take some time to nourish our hips with a little bit of movement, releasing any tension here. If you feel you want to pause somewhere in this movement and just feel into that stretch or those sensations, feel free to do that. We'll draw the knees in towards the chest, hugging both knees in and just taking a little rock side to side. Bring some love to our lower back and our sacrum. Interlace both fingers over the right shin or behind the right thigh. Extend the left leg out and drop the heel down to the floor. Draw the right knee in, hugging it in even more towards the armpit, towards the chest. Left toes are flexed towards the left knee. Reaching through the sole of the foot, just lengthening through the left leg. Draw the left knee in. Switch sides. Extending the right leg out, heel drops down. Drawing the left knee in towards the body. Lengthening through the right leg, hugging the left knee in. Draw the right knee back in towards the chest. And we'll reach through and find a happy baby, grabbing on wherever you can, either onto the ankles, shins, back of the thighs, or maybe reaching for the outside of the feet, or wrapping your first two fingers around your big toes, your peace fingers, and letting the knees fall towards the earth, drawing them down. Feet are as if you were walking on the ceiling, and maybe taking a gentle rock side to side here. This is a supine malasana, or a happy baby. And release that grip. Bring the legs out long and just take a big stretch from soles of the feet or the tippy toes all the way to the fingertips, bringing the arms up ahead, above the head, lengthening through the whole body. And releasing. Just taking any final posture or movement here that would feel good and supportive to you before we move into the meditation portion of the practice. So just tuning into whatever, wherever wisdom is guiding you today. And you can do this meditation practice seated or laying down. It'll be a little more of a movement meditation today, depending on how you want to interact with it. So there's an option here for some gentle massage on different parts of our body, or gentle movement in some way. I'll guide you through. We did a similar practice earlier today And one of the other offerings here, and one of the community members guided our meditation today since our normal facilitator is out of town. And it was a very playful, fun meditation. So I thought that I would adapt it a little bit for this practice. So as you settle in where you are, just taking a couple of breaths to just let go of the rest of the practice today, to let go of any stories or any judgments about how our body was moving or feeling today. Inviting our practice to just be exactly what we needed in this moment, the end of our day. This is a body scan meditation, but maybe a little different than what we're used to. We began with a scan from the crown of our head to the soles of our feet. And we'll begin the opposite direction. So drawing awareness to the soles of the feet and the toes. And just wiggling the toes, maybe. Creating a little movement, drawing awareness to the toes. Where have they supported you? Where have you walked lately? Where have your feet carried you? Think about the places you've been. We often take for granted our feet, how they just carry us through this experience. Don't really give it much thought unless we feel discomfort in our feet. So taking a moment to find comfort in our feet, how they've supported us. And maybe rolling into the ankles. Just rolling the ankles. Ankles support us as well. Maybe sometimes they don't feel very supportive. You feel a little off balance. And if you've been rolling your ankles one direction, you can roll them the opposite direction. Bringing our awareness to our calves. And just maybe clenching or tightening, engaging the calves. And releasing just the calves below the knees, just tightening, maybe pointing the toes, just tightening that area. And then allowing it to soften and release. Feeling how strong they are. Any sensations. Bringing your awareness to your knees, how they support you, and maybe here just kind of rocking the feet side to side, feeling the movement in the knees. Maybe if you were listening to this while you were seated, you might place the hands on the knees and give them a gentle massage. Some gratitude for knees that do a lot of work for us every day. Drawing awareness to our top of our legs, to our thighs, to our hamstrings, our quads, and tightening and releasing that area. Almost like a pulsating, just tighten and release. Tightening and thinking about how strong this part of our body is. Our femur bone is our largest bone in the body. Provides a lot of support for us. And letting go of that. Noticing the glutes. Squeezing the glutes. Letting it go. Maybe squeezing the right. The left. Like back and forth. Right. The left. Help support our hips, and they help support our lower back as well. Feeling if there's a lot of tension here, or maybe it feels into the belly, thinking about the breath in the belly as you breathe, fully exhaling, emptying the belly of breath completely, all the way to the end until there's no breath left. Drawing the navel in towards the spine. Empty, empty, empty. And inhale with the breath. Gently fill the space. Let it fill it completely, bringing the breath into the belly, the edges of the belly, stretching, filling up till you can't take any more in. Exhale, breathing it all out. Navel to spine, exhale, exhale. Release, release. Empty all the way. Inhale. And inhale almost becomes passive as we let go and we clear everything out. The only thing left to do is invite new energy in, to breathe in. We don't even have to really think about it. It just happens naturally. Bringing the awareness to the heart space. Envisioning as if you were doing an exercise where you're pushing something away. If you were pushing away, the shoulder blades are drawing together, the heart center's pushing forward, feeling that opening. Each exhale, pushing forward. Inhale, release. Exhale as you release the breath, pushing the heart center forward. Inhale, soften. Exhale, release it all. Inhale, soften. Draw your awareness to the arms. See if you can tighten just the top part of your arms, from the elbow to the shoulder, bicep. See if you can just flex the muscles. And release. And tighten. And release. And coming down the lower arm, making a fist. And just tightening, flexing the forearm, creating tension in the lower arm. Fist, tightening, and release. Again, tightening, tensing up, and then release. And really just feeling that energy leave through the fingertips. Beginning to feel the space around the fingers. Drawing our awareness back all the way up the arms to the shoulders, to the collarbone. And coming into our throat and our neck, and maybe placing the hands on the back of the neck, just giving yourself a little massage here, just releasing any tension from the neck or from the top of the shoulders even. Just gently trying to soften this area. Noticing how it feels to just nurture yourself in this way. Tend to the body in ways that it's asking us to tend to it. Maybe letting the fingers travel up behind the ears a little, maybe into the sides of the head. Maybe there's just a gentle little tap here, a little massage around the temples. And then maybe on the forehead, just a gentle massage or a little tap. And on the third eye, between the eyebrows, just a gentle little massage. Just thinking about clearing away any heaviness here from your vision. Thinking about what you've been thinking about. Any thoughts that have been floating around, anything that isn't true or isn't fully true anymore that you'd like to let go of. Inviting that to release. And maybe bringing the fingertips to the top of the head. Just a gentle tap at our crown, our connection to our higher self or source energy, divine guidance. Inviting that wisdom to be with us and flow through us. Open to receiving the guidance that we need. Thinking about what's been floating around and what you're being called to do. Your relationships and your work in some way. And then releasing the hands back down to your sides or placing them wherever you feel called to place them on the body. And just taking a few moments here of reflection. time to a seated position as we close our practice. Bringing the hands to the heart center in some way, either placing one hand over the other or bringing the hands, the palms together in prayer pose. Lengthening through the crown and rooting down through the sit bones. Just taking a breath here. Moment of gratitude for this time and space that you've carved out today to tend to your inner landscape, to create space, to trust in the timing, trust in the guidance, and to be present here in this moment in your inner world, letting the outside world fall away for just this brief moment of time. Grateful for bodies that can move through this practice in any way. Grateful for people to practice with and beautiful spaces to practice in. May you walk in loving kindness. May you share the unique gift that is you. And may you remember you are